We had finished up to the 45th Sutra in this text. So for a small little recap, whatever we have already gone through, the teacher over here, or the Acharya, who is none other than sage Narada himself, he talked to us about, he described to us what bhakti is, what are its characteristics, what is its uniqueness and greatness as compared to the other paths, the path of knowledge, the path of meditation, the path of karma, etc. Then he also talked about the various sages, Vyasa, ityadi, up to himself. What is their perspective about bhakti, their opinion? We saw that also. Then we also saw the relation between bhakti and jnana, devotion and knowledge. Normally we feel all the paths are separate. The path of knowledge is different, the path of devotion is different. But over here we have seen how they are interdependent on each other. Then he spoke about how to obtain and cultivate this bhakti. That's what Narada touched on. Whom should we seek? We want to walk the path of bhakti, bhakti marga, the path of devotion to reach the Lord. Whom should we seek? Whose advice should we take? Who is going to help us to walk the path? And what all should we avoid? What and whom we should avoid? All those things were very elaborately explained to us in the last 45 sutras. And we all know why we are trying to engage in this bhakti marga. It's basically for spiritual realization. We are in the realm of change, we are in the realm of samsara, or we are in the realm of maya. We want to overcome it. We want to move from the realm of mortality to the realm of immortality. Various paths are there for it. This is one of the paths. The path of devotion or the path of bhakti is one of them. So what should we do? Or in this particular path, why do we want to walk the path of bhakti? It is to cross over maya. To cross over maya means realization. So in the 46th sutra, which I think we just went through in the last class, the teacher starts with kastarati maya. Kastarati means who crosses. He himself asks a question. Actually, the question is basically ours. So the teacher is helping us by putting, instead of we asking the question, he himself asks the question on our behalf and he answers it also on our behalf. So beautifully the teacher is guiding us. So the opening section of Sutra 46 is Kastarati Maya. Who crosses over Maya? So there is an emphasis, 2 times that word Kastarati comes. So there is haste over there. Why? Time is flying. Life is short. We want to cross over this Maya. Do we really have that time? So there is an urgency over here. Kastarati. Or who really crosses over Maya? It can mean that also. Because very often we see people or we hear people saying, so and so is realized, so and so is realized. But when we meet them or when we see them, not that we should go and try to analyze them and check up whether they have realized the higher state or not. But very often we find that somebody says so and so is realized, they become a Jivan Mukta, but in their Vyavahara, in their transaction amongst us, there are questions which we do get. Again, we really do not know how to evaluate or how to estimate a man of realization. He is completely beyond our comprehension and apprehension. But still, there are certain points. Sometimes it really makes us feel, is this person realized? That is one point. So over here, starting from Sutra 46 to Sutra 50, so 5 sutras over here, the line of thought is continuous. The teacher starts with kastarati Maya, who crosses over Maya, who really crosses over Maya. And then he gives us what are the factors which go into helping a person or a sadhaka cross over Maya. And there are 12 factors. All these 12 actually are the characteristics of a Jivan Mukta. Whether he has followed the Jnana Marga or the Bhakti Marga, it doesn't matter, because at that level all are the same. So all these 12 factors actually are the characteristics or lakshana, the lakshanas of a man of realization, and also for us, they represent for us our sadhana that we have to do. So both are included over here. What is it that we should be doing? What is it that we should accomplish in our lives to successfully walk the path of bhakti and realize the ultimate, to realize the ultimate reality? So 12 factors are given. They are spread over sutras 46 to 50, and the teacher at the end of the 50 or in the 50th sutra, he concludes this line of thought and he says, sa tarati sa lokan tarayati. Such a person who has got all these 12 factors, or who has accomplished these 12 factors, when he is walking the path of spiritual sadhana, here we are talking about bhakti. But like I said, bhakti or jnana, ultimately we will see all these sadhanas are universal, immaterial of which path we are walking. So if these 12 are accomplished within a person, then the teacher is saying he is the one who has crossed over the realm of Maya. Sa tarati. Again there is, the word comes twice. So just like he said kastarati Maya, he says sa tarati. He is the one who crosses over. Indeed, he alone really crosses over the realm of Maya or the realm of samsara. Afterwards, what happened? After he has crossed the realm of Maya or samsara and a person has realized, become a Jivan Mukta, then what? Will he just go away like that, disappear? Or will he quit his physical body then and there immediately after realization? Or even if he is with the physical body, what will he do afterwards? So the teacher so beautifully says over here, sa lokan tarayati. He will not just sit down quiet over there at all. A master will always come back and engage himself for the welfare and for the well-being of all of us, of the community, of the society, of the people. He has realized, he knows how it is, because he is reveling in that one without a second state. And he knows our situation, our tragic situation. Therefore, he has got so much of compassion, so much of empathy for us, because we are all fallen in the ocean of samsara. So therefore, he will come back. Lokan means people, all of us. And what will he do? He will try to help us also to cross over the realm of samsara. So, sa tarati, sa lokan tarayati. He will come back again to help all of us. So, when he has walked the path, he will come back and help us also to walk the path. That is the characteristic of a guru, a great person, a Mahapurusha, a Mahanubhava. So that is the 50th sutra. We will go back to our 46th sutra over here. I will read the 46th sutra. Kastarati Mayam. That was the question. And now the 12. Out of the 12 in this sutra, 3 factors have been given out. They are ya sangam tyajati, yo mahanubhavam sevate, nirmamo bhavati. So 3 factors. Again, all the 3 are characteristics of a man of realization, a Jivan Mukta, a great devotee of Bhagavan. And also it indicates to us what is the sadhana that we should accomplish in our own lives. So if we really want to cross over the realm of Maya, the realm of change, the realm of samsara, what is it that we should do? Earlier also this has come. But he is so beautifully collecting them all over there, 12 points, 12 important points. Ya sangam tyajati. He is the one who has given up all attachment. Sangam means attachment. We've seen that earlier also. What helps us to get out of our attachment to things and being? The teacher told us satsang. Try to remain in satsang, he said. And what is the benefit of satsang? We have known over there. It slowly helps us to detach ourselves from all the world of things and being, all that which constitutes the unreal, and simultaneously attach ourselves to the real. So here Sangam Tyajati. He is the one who will be able to cross over Maya. For each one of them we have to add over there. One who has given up all attachment towards everything. Not that we should run away and go off to the Himalayan caves, or we should not be in the midst of people. It doesn't mean that at all. There are so many householders who have realized remaining in this very environment which we are all in. So the demand is not that we should give up all things, we should give up all the people and run away somewhere. Close our eyes, close our ears, don't eat properly. It doesn't mean that at all. Sense objects by themselves or people by themselves don't that way influence us. It is our attachment towards things and towards being which becomes the problem for us. By themselves they are where they are. Things are there where they are, people are also there where they are. But it's how we relate with things and how we relate to people. The person remaining the same, person A gets attached to, let's say, B, but C doesn't get attached. So it's not the person who is responsible for all our attachment, or it is not the thing that is responsible for our attachment. Coffee addiction. We got attached to coffee, but how many people are there who are not attached to coffee at all? In fact, some of them will not even stand the smell of coffee, they say. So it means coffee is not the one to be blamed. It is the one which made me get attached to it. So the fault lies with the coffee. If the fault was with the coffee, then universally all of us would have got attached to it. Why? It is responsible. But it is not responsible. It is innocently staying where it is. We are the ones who get associated with it. We are the ones who give to it a tag, special tag. We are the ones who get attached to it. So the fault lies with us. So therefore, when the teacher says, yes, Sangam Tyajati, it doesn't mean we just have to give up everything and run away somewhere. Running away is not renunciation at all. But we have to keep a healthy relationship with things and beings around us and about us when we start walking the spiritual path. That's what the teacher is telling us over here. Let the things remain. Let the people also remain. Why should we get caught up with them all? Let them be around us and about us. But how we are going to connect with things and how we are going to get connected to people, there we have to use our discrimination, our vivek. So if we have accomplished that, even in the midst of all luxuries and riches, even amidst all the people, still we can be a person who has given up all attachment. So therefore, that is the first factor or the requirement. Because without detaching, yes, Sangam Tyajati means detachment. Basically, it is Vairagya. Without giving up something, we can't hope to achieve anything in the world outside. Even a student who is studying for the exam, 1 month or 2 months, has to give up everything. Give up a little bit of that extra sleep. Don't overeat. Give up going here and there. No going for sightseeing or out of station, because why? Exams are coming. No seeing the TV, no seeing cartoons. So the child or the student has given up something, detached itself. Sangam Tyajati. Why? Because revision is there. And why is the revision over there? So that he or she can successfully handle the question paper, do well and get good marks. So the attachment to the study over there. Therefore, to attach ourselves to study or revision, we have to detach ourselves from something. Without giving up something or without sacrificing something, we can't hope to gain anything, especially something higher. Very difficult for us. So both have to be accomplished simultaneously. We give up the lower so that we can put ourselves to on the path or on the job to accomplish something higher in our life. It holds good both for materialistic and for spiritual. The first thing that the teacher is telling us over here is, yes, sangam tyajati. We have to give up all our attachment towards all things and beings, which we consider them to give us happiness. If it is there, if that thing is there, it will give me happiness. If that person is there, they will give me permanent happiness. But we know things and beings come and go in our lives. Therefore, the happiness also will come and go in our lives. Therefore, it is unreal. In that sense, it is real. Not that the thing doesn't exist or the person doesn't exist. Everything is relative. Even the happiness the thing gives or the person gives is varied. Yesterday it gave me so much of happiness. Today, to eat the same thing, I'm not so happy with it. But it's okay. So various degrees of happiness also, the same thing gives to us at different time periods. So therefore, yes, sangam tyajati. One should totally give up this attachment to all things and beings, worldly things and beings. That is the first point. Second point is, yo mahanubhavam sevate. Maha anubhava. Mahan means great, expanded. Anubhava means experience. So when we say a mahanubhav, we use it for a person. So and so is a mahanubhava. When we say, it means he is one or she is one who has got lot of experience as compared to us. We are not talking worldly experience over here. There also it is valid. But here we are talking something higher. So anubhava means experience. Maha means great. So that experience that they have had in their lives is something which we can't even comprehend and apprehend. Why? It is Mahan. Mahatma we use for them. So Mahan, when we use that word, it means it includes and incorporates something vast. It is not finite at all. Finite little experiences which we have during our day-to-day activities from morning till evening. Here we are talking about something beyond all of that. It is a Mahan experience. It's vast, it is great, it is deep, it is profound. Like that experience, there can't be another experience. In fact, they can't even, if we ask them, what is your experience of God realization? Can you describe it to us? They can't describe it to us. You seem to be very happy. You seem to be reveling in bliss. Can you explain it to me? Why? How? They can't explain it to us. That is the meaning of Maha Anubhava. So such people are called as Mahanubhavas, Maha Anubhavi. So therefore, the teacher over here is saying, we must do service to the great people. It means our sages, our saints, prophets, our masters, our gurus, our acharyas, who've already walked the path and reached the highest. That's what it means. Seva means to serve. So therefore, Purandaradasara says, Guruvina Gulama Naguva Tanaka Dorayadanna Mukati. Mukati means what? Crossing over Maya. So unless and until you have a Guru in your life, it's very difficult. But supposing we say, don't have an external Guru. The Guru will come in our lives provided we really earnestly long for the Guru and make little adjustments in our inner personality wherever we are. Gave the example, I think last week or sometime, of a bud. When the bud is there, it looks beautiful, it's there, but the bee will not come to it. Unless the bud opens up. When the bud opens up and becomes a flower, opens up to become a flower, blooms to become a flower, the color, the fragrance, the nectar will attract the bee and the bee will come to where the flower is. Flower need not go to the bee. the bee will come to the flower. So therefore we stay where we are and then do whatever we can do with respect to the path that we have taken, whatever we know, whatever we have heard from elders, etc. And earnestly long for a guru to come into our lives so that he or she will help us on the evolutionary path. The guru will come. There is no doubt, is what our masters say. I have done all this, supposing the guru doesn't come in my life, law of nature is such that the guru will come into our lives. Provided that much we have walked in our, and for each one of us it's going to be different. We can't compare and contrast with each other. Each of us is so unique. So the very laws of nature will make sure that the guru enters into our life. In some cases, it may not be an external guru, the internal guru. After all, who is the guru? The guru is none other than the Lord himself. And where is he? He is inside us. So basically all of us will be guided by the inner guru, provided we know how to listen to the inner guru in us. But there we are switched off. Therefore the requirement for an external guru. So the inner guru himself, the Lord himself, externalizes himself, manifests himself, and comes in front of us as the external guru to guide us. So therefore, when we are fortunate, if we are fortunate to have a guru in our lives, what should we do? We should serve the guru. Serving this doesn't mean only a physical service to the guru. The guru doesn't need anything at all from either his devotees or disciples. He's already realized. He's gone beyond the comforts of his physical body also. So where is the question of we physically serving him? But he allows it. Why? For our own benefit. We are so much at a gross level. Therefore, gross service will help us. Gross service of the teacher alone can help us if we are at a very, very gross level. Therefore, the teacher who understands us will allow that to happen. So all the service, gross service that we do to a master or to a teacher doesn't mean that he or she needs it. It's all for our own evolution. So we start with physical service. Therein comes implicit obedience. That's what the teacher demands from us. Implicit obedience. Not that he just wants us, not that he wants to order us or dictate or command. It's not like that at all. Implicit obedience means whatever the teacher says, we should be able to do it. Finally, when the teacher says, drop your attachment with your equipment, the body, mind and intellect, the student should be able to drop it. Why? Implicit obedience. But even if the teacher at our level tells us, drop your identification with the body, with the mind, with the intellect, we'll have 101 questions to ask him. Their implicit obedience is not there. We may be obedient and obeying him in other factors. This is the highest type of obedience. He is training us for that. In and through all the gross physical service that we do. Whatever the master says, yes sir. Not that we should open our mouth and say yes. But we should just do it. So finally it will be when the teacher says, drop your identification with the body, mind, which means drop your ego. The ego should just be able to drop there. Irrespective of place, time, situation, condition, etc. Then there arises another man of realization. So Shishya's life becomes fulfilled. So the real seva over here, that is called as the highest seva that we can do to our Guru. When he says drop your identification, we should be able to drop it. And for that is all the training over there. So how will we be able to accomplish it when whatever the teacher is teaching us? So we have to move from the physical service. It's not only we are there to physically serve the teacher is teaching us. So Shravana must happen, Manana must happen. We should align ourselves with the teacher's viewpoint. Where is the teacher? The teacher is at his highest level. From that level he is teaching us. So slowly we also have to move. progress forward and upward to where he is. Masters very beautifully give one incident to explain it out. Whenever we are in a satsang with a teacher, with a great master, let's say the master is sitting over there on the dais or on the platform, and we all shishyas and disciples, the devotees, will sit obviously facing him. We should not turn our back or go and sit behind him. We have to face him. Why? Knowledge is coming from him. So therefore it is always face to face. So the teacher is sitting on one side, all the disciples or all the students, devotees are sitting on the other side facing him. What are we all seeing as students? We are seeing the master over there. Beyond that we can't see anything. His name, his form, everything. We are very clear about who is there in front of us. Beyond that we can't see anything at all. Beyond him, maybe there is some, if he is sitting in an ashram amongst nature, a tree is there behind, etc., etc. Or the Himalayas are there behind him. This is all we can see. Beyond that we can't see. What is and the teacher is facing us. So what we are seeing, the teacher is not seeing. And what the guru is seeing, we can't see. He is facing us. What are we seeing? We are seeing the entire world behind him, and he in a manifest form. Teacher has gone beyond all that. He is not seeing all that. What is the master seeing? Master is seeing in quotes. I am not talking about seeing physically. Master is seeing or reveling in his own experience of the highest state. In fact, he doesn't even recognize the 10 students as different from each other. For him, it is Narayana himself, the Lord himself, or Shiva himself in a different form. How many forms? 20 forms. Bhagavan is sitting over there. Not that he feels I am talking to Bhagavan. It's not. His ego is long ago dropped. For him it is all Sarvam Narayanmayam Jagat, or Sarvam Shivamayam, Sarvam Brahmamayam. So he is very sure, even if he is talking to a set of or a group of students or devotees, he is only reveling in that higher state. He is seeing in quotes Lord Brahman himself, which we are not able to see. Then there is a literal distance, but physically also we are sitting far away from the teacher. All that the teacher is trying to do is, he is telling us, you come closer to me, come closer to me, come closer to me. Not physically. We have to align ourselves, we have to tune up ourselves to the words of the master. That is the meaning of coming closer and coming closer and coming closer to him. We come closer to him on the evolutionary path. That's what the teacher is doing to us in all satsang, in all discourses. So it's a very, very serious environment. Whether it is the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, or whether it is the Upanishad, or whether it can be Bhagavad and Ramayana also. Because after all of them are nothing but a dramatization of the inner journey, inner spiritual journey. We are the ones who take satsangs very lightly, nothing else to do, therefore let's go for Ramayana class or Bhagavad class. Nothing else to do, therefore we have gone there. There also what are we doing? We are seeing all the other people over there. What is she wearing? What is he wearing? We sit and gossip over there behind. We choose a faraway place where the teacher cannot see us, or we go off to sleep. We are not serious at all about anything. But this is serious. The satsang is serious. Therefore, all that the teacher is trying to do is trying to make us come closer and closer and closer to him at a different level, higher level. And slowly, all of us may not, but there may be one or two who are slowly coming closer and closer and closer to him. We will not know. In the group, the teacher will know. So sometimes they say a group of 500 of us may be needed for the evolution of just one or maybe two, maybe just one. Just for that one devotee or one disciple who is going to become great after some time, because he is going to realize an environment like this has to be there. wherein there are 500 of us who hear through this ear and leave it out through that ear also. Or we may also gather little in bits and pieces according to our constitution. Some of us gain little more, some of us gain little less. It all depends on our Shravana, how much we have listened to the teacher. And then afterwards, how much of manana we will also do to put that knowledge into us. But there may be just one person over there. In maybe 1,000 or 10,000, the teacher is silently working on. Not that he is not working on the other, but we are not available for the teacher. What to do? This person has become available. So slowly he is coming closer and closer and closer to the teacher. Then the teacher will say, come and sit next to me. It's not physically and literally. This is all at a higher level, subtle, sukshma level. So when the student goes, literally we can imagine also, teacher is sitting on the platform facing the student. Student has come closer and closer and closer and closer to the teacher. Then the teacher says, he has come up to the platform. Now climb up to the platform. Not outside, within. This is all dramatization. And then when the student climbs up to the platform, he will say, he is still turned towards the teacher, face to face. The teacher will say, turn around. Then when he turns around, and when the teacher says, now you sit next to me, what will that student see or the disciple see? He will see what the teacher is seeing. Or he will experience what his guru is experiencing. This is the greatest seva that as a disciple we can accomplish when we meet our teacher. But to reach that level, all the other levels, we have to go through all the various stages, starting from maybe physical service. So therefore, most essential for all of us, if we want to cross over Maya, first one was to give up attachment. Second one is we must seek the proximity or the nearness of great people, saints. Mahanubhava means great master. We must go and serve them. The service itself has got so many dimensions. It starts with physical service, and the real service that we can do to our master is to align our thoughts with his thoughts. Or we become like him. If we become like him, then we have really served him 100%. Why? We have become him and he has become us. Then there is no guru and there is no shishya. There is only one over there, and that is Brahman. So therefore, that is what it means. The second factor, wherein the teacher is saying, serve great masters. The third one, nirmamo bhavati. Mamakara and hankara. When na is added, negated. Constantly there is I in us, and therefore because of the I, there is mine in us. Mine will never be there when I is not there. When I is there, only mine will come. Therefore, both of them are interrelated. So one is called ahamkara, I, and one is called mamakara, mineness. So where I is there, all mine will start. My things, my people, my relatives. Everywhere we do it, including in a satsang. How many groups we can find in a satsang? At least in a satsang, whoever is sitting next to us, let them sit. So what? No, where there also we want only our group. My friends only should sit. There also we decide the status of the person next to whom we should be sitting. So there also we can see groupism over there. All people talking the same language, one group. Or all people who have in a social standard, a particular standard in society they maintain, they form one group. Financially and economically they judge each other, and they all will form a group. We can see all these happening. What is functioning over there? I and mine is functioning over. I don't want to sit near her. Why? She doesn't belong to my state. She doesn't speak my language. Or she is not as rich as me. She is not as educated as me, qualified. Even their degree. She doesn't work in a good company. I work in a good company. So many factors like that. So where I comes in, mine will automatically come. And here we are talking about expansion over here. Spirituality is all about expanding. Expanding what? Expanding within ourselves. Our mind is very, very finite now. We have to make it infinite. Infinite mind is no mind. Because when infiniteness comes, mind drops, and there Brahman has taken over. So spirituality is all about becoming infinite, which means including everything, nothing should be excluded. Everywhere we are practicing the opposite of it. So therefore the teacher is saying, nirmamo bhavati, he says, this mindness, give up. Mind, give up. My chair, my seat. Even when we go to an ashram also, we fix up the chair over there. This is my chair. And for all satsangs, I only sit on this chair. The second row, the third chair from the left, whatever it is. How can in an ashram that chair become ours? We didn't even buy the chair also and give it there. Sponsor the chair. So wherever we go, we do that. Here when we were taking a workshop for Ramayana, children came. 45 to 50 children were there. So when we told some of the children, come forward, they said, no, I want to sit here only. Why? Yesterday I was sitting over here only, ma'am. Yesterday you were sitting over there, but today you come in front. Neither it's your house, nor the carpet is yours, nothing is yours. How so quickly we identify. Second day, 2-3 children, this is my place, ma'am, or my place, sir. How immediately the I becomes mine. The workshop was for 5 days, that's all. In 5 days, why 5 days? Second day, immediately something can become mine, which is not ours at all. What to talk about our lives? In our homes, in our offices. So therefore the teacher is telling us, nirmamo bhavati. Drop this mindness of yours. If that mind has to go, then I also has to go. So therefore I and mind should be dropped. This is the 46th sutra. So 3 factors have been enumerated over there. 47th sutra, there are 4 more factors over here. So they are yo vivikta sthanam sevate, yo lokabandham unmulayati, yo nistraigunyo bhavati, yo yoga kshemam tyajati. That yo we can add to all of them. Whoever he be, he who. Whoever he be, whoever she be, she who. Actually there is no need to put he or she, but just to make it easy for us. Whoever it be, who can. So nothing has been written caste wise, creed wise, whether we are young or whether we are old, whether we are rich or whether we are poor, educated, uneducated. The teacher here is not at all pointing out to anybody. Only they can walk the spiritual path. Over here it is bhakti marg. Whoever he be, he who, he says, and in that he, she is included. All general, universal pronouns they are. In spite of reading all these things, even in the Bhagavad Gita or in the Upanishads, nothing is mentioned explicitly. Only these people can read the Upanishad or the Gita. Only these people should walk the path. Only these people can reach the Lord. This yaha comes there also. And the meaning of yaha is whoever he be, he who, she included there. Because immediately we will ask. He said he, we will ask the master. So what about we all? So therefore the master has to say he and she both put together. So anybody, no prerequisite over there. Anybody can walk the spiritual path. Anybody can reach the Lord, provided we walk the path. And how we have to walk the path has been given to us over here. So the fourth one over here. Yaha yo vivikta sthanam sevate. Vivikta sthanam means solitary place. Now and then, the teachers encourage us to go into solitude. Even in the Bhagavad Gita it comes. Even in the Upanishad it comes. After all, Gita is nothing but the essence of the Upanishad. So now and then, go off into solitude, solitary place. But supposing we say, I can never ever go to a solitary place anywhere because we are caught up over, even in our own homes, we can for a few minutes get into solitude. Where for that time interval, Nobody is there to disturb us. No things are there to disturb us. What we hear, what we see, what we smell, taste, touch, etc., etc. Just cut off everything from ourselves for a particular interval of time. The best thing they say is go off into solitude, because even in the house, the moment we close the door, somebody may come and knock. So therefore, if we take some time and go a little away, far away, what will happen to us? We are alone over there. When we are alone, nobody is there, familiar to us. No things are there, familiar to us. Then who is there? We are there alone by ourselves. When we are alone by ourselves, what are we doing? We are face to face with ourselves, within ourselves. At that point of time, we will start introspecting ourselves. It's like we are interviewing ourselves, self-interview. Nobody else is there. So therefore, in our own mind, we will start thinking of what we are, where we are, how we are. Have we really become fulfilled in life? What all did we do? Did we do good? Did we do bad? Did we think, starting from thinking onwards to doing? All of that will come in front of us like a cinema. We will be able to view them all within ourselves when nobody is there and no things are there. When things and beings are there, we immediately get distracted. Even in our own home, we never have had a little time for ourselves alone. Not lonely, alone. Not lonely. Lonely means it's not very nice. So alone is opposite of lonely. But we are with whom? We are with ourselves. Actually, we are with the Lord over there. But at least we are with ourselves. Then we start inquiring and investigating into our own self. What did I do with my life? Did I live it meaningfully, purposefully, fruitfully? Have I really looked into the welfare and well-being of everybody else who depended upon me? Therein lies our real welfare and well-being. Or with the eye and mind, did we overlook everything? We start inquiring into our own life that we have led. And then chances are, so when all these things come in front of us, chances are change will happen to us. We will transform. Because something will tell us, no, you did not lead a proper life. Then there is scope for change. If we understand our shortcomings and what all we have done, which we should not have done, once we register that and once we become conscious and aware of that, then there is hope for change. If we feel we are comfortable and everything is fine, then there is no question of change happening to us at all, materialistically or spiritually. Therefore, masters now and then suggest that we go off into solitary places. Where can we all go? Best thing is an ashram. Because there the home comforts are not there. You don't have everything that we have in our house. We have to stay there, whatever is given to us, minimum over there. We have to eat the food that is prepared for everybody. We can't go and say, I want this, I want that, I don't want this, it's not allowed. So a little bit of all that will help us to grow. So the best thing is an ashram over there. Even now, we go to the ashram, we take everything along with us. We take the computer, we take our iPad, we take our mobile. Therefore, wherever we go also, even if we go to Rishikesh and all those ashrams over there and stay, we are really not in solitude at all. So we should drop all these things and learn to live without all these things at least for some time period, at least in one day. Then we'll know how it is. Nothing is there around us and about us. Still, I'm surviving. A few years back, where was computer? Where was iPad? Where was mobile? We had only landline. But still we survived. We never felt a shortcoming there, a deficiency there. We were fine. But now with all those things around us and about us, even without the mobile should be there next to us. Otherwise we feel lost. So therefore over here the teacher is telling us, at least now and then, sevate over here means go to, resort to, we go to resorts. So here a resort to solitary place, a quiet place where you can just stay with yourself, or at the most with the master over there. The master also will say, quiet, go off to one place. In the ashram over there, quiet place, sit down over there. Just sit down over there. Don't do anything, just sit down over there. Not doing anything, sitting down over there. So many things. We will start reviewing our own lives. And once we start reviewing our own lives, we are self-interviewing our own self with ourselves. So many things will come up which we never knew as to how we were, what we were. Should we really have done that, or should we not have done that? Did we compromise, etc., etc., etc. And when all that happens, if we are really sensitive, there is hope for change. So therefore, yo vivittasthanam sevate, yo lokabandham unmulayati. Lokabandham, again, it means sangam tyajati actually. All the bondages. Loka means world of things and beings. Bandham means bondage. We are all bound to so many things and so many beings. Not physically. When we go outside the house, whatever we are attached to, which is there in the house, doesn't come along with us. It stays in the house. But mentally we are attached to so many things and so many beings. Including the house also we are attached to. Dasaru says, Nadiyalli muluguvaga mane bagilena chinte, he says. We have gone up to Kashi and we are taking a dip over there. Gange Hara Hara. All the way we have gone there. Pilgrimage. And what are we doing? We are taking a dip over there. Instead of saying Gange Hara Hara or Hara Hara Mahadev and invoking the Lord, with whose grace we have gone over there. All pilgrimages are not easy. We have taken it all for granted. Every year we go here, there, all pilgrimage, one list over there. Unless and until the Lord's grace is there, Ramana Maharshi says, unless and until the Lord's grace is there, you can't go on a pilgrimage. I'm talking about our great pilgrimage centers. Not possible at all. So if we have gone to these pilgrimage centers and become blessed with the Lord's darshan over there, Lord's grace is there on all of us. Therefore, we were able to make it. So we have gone up to Kashi, we are taking a dip in the Ganga over there, and what are we doing? Mane bagilena chinte, he says. Did I lock my house properly or not? I never locked it till now. I don't know whether I bolted it properly. I closed all the windows or not. So mind is over here. And body is over there in Kashi taking a dip in the Ganga over there. So Loka, all the entire world of things and beings. So therefore we have actually connected ourselves, attached ourselves to so many things and so many beings. If we try to make a list, we will know it's an infinite list. All that we are attached to, we have to write. Thing and beings. Little or larger scale, but we have to write down. Not possible. How many things are there to which we have bound ourselves? And we are saying, I want to walk the spiritual path and reach Bhagavan. How can we reach him when something is pulling us back? A million things or infinite number of ropes are there which are holding us back. And we want to walk the path. We can't move even 1 millimeter there. So therefore the teacher says over here, Loka Bandham, the bondage. Who put the bondage? We have already discussed. No thing has bound us. No being has bound us. We ourselves have tied ourselves voluntarily with the things and with the beings, hoping that our happiness lies in those things and being with us. That is called bandha. It's unreal. Actually, they have not tied us up at all. We have voluntarily tied up ourselves with things and beings and blame everybody else. This thing, that person. Nobody has bound us. We have bound ourselves, tied up ourselves. Not one, not two, but a million times. So loka bandham unmulayati. Mula means root. The teacher is saying by the root you have to eliminate this bondage. Cut it off. By the root. We know a tree. If we cut the branches, upper branches, if in favorable conditions, immediately some more branches will come. One branch if we cut, we know immediately it will revive itself. The tree will revive itself. If we cut it at the trunk also, it can revive itself. Even if we cut it at the ground level, it will revive itself because the roots are alive. It may take some time, but sure it will revive itself. We completely cut down this tree. How now I can see something little bit coming out of the ground? Because the roots were there and they were alive. So it will revive it. The whole tree will revive itself within a matter of years. So if we want to completely eliminate a tree, we have to completely uproot it. The word used, uprooted. By the root we have to take it out. No more should any root be there. Where is it? All the roots are in the ground over there. We can't even see it. So first of all we have to loosen the soil over there. And then pulling out the roots is not so easy at all. The tree also knows. So there will be a main root going down. Deep it goes and fixes itself up in the ground. If it is only one, we can pull it out. Then it leaves, there are secondary roots. They all go in all different directions and hold the soil together. Even if a little bit is there, it can revive. The tree can revive itself. So the whole root system has to be taken out. Only then tree will not grow again. So if we say I will cut off this relationship, I am attached to this, I will associate myself with this thing or with this person. We are doing it at the top level. Today okay, tomorrow okay, third day okay, but afterwards we will pick it up all again. Now, the best example is coffee addiction. Somebody says it's not good for you, you must give it up. Every day you are drinking 15 cups. I'm just giving exaggeration. We say okay, because it's not good for me, therefore I will give it up. So 1 day fine, 2 days fine, 3 days fine. But inside us, it's not gone out by the root. That craving and that longing is still there. So slowly after some time when things are conducive, slowly we will get back to it. 1 cup. After 1 cup is okay, 15 cups is bad, 1 cup. Then slowly the second cup will come in, then the third cup will come in. Maybe we won't go up to 10, but 8 will come back. Sure. Why? By the root we did not take out that coffee addiction. By the root it should go. By the root going out, loka bandhami vairagya. So when vairagya comes to us, solid vairagya it should be. It should not be superficial, outer vairagya or renunciation. From the root we have to take it out. Otherwise it will come back again to all of us. How many of us take resolutions? I won't do this for whatever reason, materialistic or spiritual, and then get back to it after some time. Why? By the root it has not gone. So the teacher is telling us over here, this loka bandha, all these attachments to things and beings should go by the root out through the window. It can't be outside of us. It has to be from within us. For this we need knowledge. We need discrimination. Therefore in the Viveka Chudamani, Shankara talks about Vairagya after talking about Viveka. Whatever renunciation we do, whatever Vairagya we practice in our lives, whatever we give up in our life, detachment should be backed by solid knowledge and discrimination. Only then it will hold. Otherwise it will come back by the back. We threw it out through the front door, it will come back through the back door. Soon enough it will come back to us. Therefore the teacher is saying over here, all association with the entire world of things and beings, all have to be uprooted over it. By the root taken away. These are all things we have to practice over it. This goes only, Bhagavan can enter into our lives. All this has been, it's a clutter. It's there in our mind. Overcrowded mind. How can Bhagavan enter into our mind when so many things are there? No place for him at all. And he doesn't like half and half. I have cleared up half the place is clean, cleared. Bhagavan will please come and enter into my heart. He wants the entire heart and the entire mind for himself. This 50%, 20%, 60% occupation, he is not for it at all. Either it is 0 or it is 100. So therefore, all our association and our bondage to the world of things and beings, we all have to be uprooted. Yaha nistrai gunyo bhavati. Just now we are going through the Bhagavad Gita, that 14th chapter. We talked about all the 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. We are all a mixture of all the 3. So predominant, sattvic means predominantly sattvic. A person is. Rajas and tamas is there. And through the day also, course of the day also, the proportion of sattva or rajas and tamas keeps varying in us. It keeps changing in us. And therefore we are what we are. And these 3 gunas are nothing but mind. Mind is nothing but the gunas, and gunas is nothing but the mind. Mind is nothing but Maya, and Maya is nothing but the mind. Therefore, Maya is nothing but the gunas, and gunas is nothing but Maya. All are not connected, they are one and the same. So to go beyond Maya, because kastarati means to go beyond the gunas. Therefore over here he says, one who has gone beyond all the 3 gunas. In the 14th chapter, Bhagavan says, after having given out the characteristics of a sattvic person, rajasic person and tamasic person, Bhagavan over there is talking about a Jivan Mukta. Who is he who has transcended all the 3 gunas? Arjuna asks him, what are the characteristics of a person who has crossed over or transcended the gunas? Krishna, I want to know. So the last few shlokas in the 14th chapter, Bhagavan is giving to him the characteristics of a person who has transcended all the gunas. So to transcend gunas is to transcend the mind intellect, or to transcend the mind. All are the same. So one who has gone beyond all the guna. Guna means qualities in Sanskrit. Guna also means rope, R-O-P-E, that which ties. We use a rope to tie things. So what has tied us down? The gunas have tied us down. We are also constituted of gunas. The world of things and beings are also constituted of gunas. So it's all gunas interacting with, transacting with gunas. So therefore we at our level must transcend the gunas and go. So that is why both of them should actually be put together. Lokabandham unmulayati and yo nistraigunyo bhavati. Then the last one in this 47th sutra, yaha yoga kshemam tejati. One who gives up or totally renounce. What should he renounce? Yoga and kshema. In the Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter, Bhagavan says, he's talking about a bhakta over there. One who has got undivided attention or devotion towards me, who invokes me and worships me with all of his being. Such a person's yoga and kshema become my responsibility, Bhagavan says over there. And we are being told yoga kshemam should be given up. So what constitutes yoga? What constitutes kshema? Which Bhagavan takes up the responsibility there for a devotee. Now we are told, drop off or give up your yoga and kshema. So we should know what is yoga and what is kshema, which we have to give up, renounce or do tyaga of that. That portion we will take it up in the next class.